You may have received a key in the mail that teases that it could win you a car or a cash prize from a lucky draw. Such prize giveaways and mailers are part of Reader's Digest marketing arsenal. Are they for real? Razor TV finds out from the 87-year-old magazine's global editor-in-chief, Peggy Northrop.
Here's something a little more lighthearted, but I'm sure a lot of people are curious because Reader's Digest usually has a lot of cash draws and like car giveaways.
Yes.
Is it a gimmick or is it real?
Oh, it's totally real. It's totally real. In fact, we just awarded our most recent prize winner in the United States, and I haven't spoken to her yet, but I have a congratulatory call set up with her for when I get back. Yes, it's absolutely real.
How many cars has Reader's Digest given away?
Oh, I wish I knew the answer to that question. I cannot tell you that. Maybe our managing director here in Asia would know that. I couldn't begin to count.
But Reader's Digest also usually has like mailers, maybe on book recommendations and stuff attached to it. Do you think it's still relevant now in an era where like information is so easily accessed online?
I think that for some people, they like getting their information that way. I think sometimes when things come into your home, you have a slightly more intimate relationship with it, especially if it's attached to a magazine that you already like. But you're right. I mean, that is, first of all, it's costly to promote ourselves through the mail. The Postal Service is not always as efficient in every country as we would like it to be. We have opportunities to market things online, and that is a really strong emphasis for us. It also gives you a chance, if you're marketing online, to know more about your customer, know more about their purchase habits, know more about their interests. We can be much more interactive and much more real time with them. So we have a lot going on in our consumer marketing department with e-marketing.
Do you think using prize giveaways as well as mailers, is this a good marketing tool to attract readers?
You know, I was surprised because I thought that, maybe this is a little bit old-fashioned for Reader's Digest, and in fact, it's the youngest people who respond. So I think that, clearly it's something that people get excited about. We all love a bargain. But what we need to focus on is once you get people's attention, do they like your product? Will they keep coming back? They can't just keep coming back in the hopes of winning something. You want to have a real relationship with them about content.
How do you plan to position the Reader's Digest magazine for the Singapore market, especially when it comes to attracting younger readers?
Well, as the global editor-in-chief, I don't get involved in the day-to-day operations of the RD Asia brand. We have, as you I'm sure know, the strongest English language magazine in the region. We are number one in the region. So that is a terrific position to be in. I know that there's a great familiarity and fondness for this brand. Of course, we have to continue to innovate, and I also believe we have to continually focus on quality. There's a lot of competition out there, and unless we do not just a good job, but an ever more excellent job, we won't deserve to have that kind of success. So I put a tremendous emphasis on the quality of our offerings and the depth of our offerings and the freshness of the way we package information. And sometimes I think what happens is that people think they know you, but they haven't kept track of your changes, and that's a slightly different problem. So we need to continually surprise people with the things that we're up to. And I know I have a lot of faith in this team and have seen some of the things that they're up to, and I'm really excited.
So, but in terms of content, readers in Singapore are not just interested in news around Asia, but perhaps also international. So what are the considerations in terms of selecting content?
Well, I see all over the world there is a tremendous interest in the things that connect us and the kinds of stories that as humans we can really share. And certainly you think about the problems that we as the human race face. It's the problem of global poverty, the problems of global warming. These are all places where we have an opportunity to play a role. And there is a certain type of content that travels very well around the world. And I know that the Singapore team is picking up the same sorts of content that I am as a U.S. editor and that our international team is picking up. Certainly health content, health and its relationship to the environment. And always, how to have a sense of humor about life, how to find a little balance in your life is often best achieved through humor. And that content travels very, very well. So I see that I consider this magazine, this Markets magazine, one of our strongest in the world in terms of content. And the content that they create is shared everywhere. And at the same time, they're doing a really good job of selecting content from elsewhere that will play, that has that kind of universal appeal.
Ms. Northrop juggles between work and family, but still finds time to volunteer for a humanitarian organization. How does she do it? In the next clip, Peggy talks about growing up and her love for Facebook.